Greetings, everyone. This is Mitch Holmes 3. Um, I'm also credited as Mitch Law. It's been 2 years since my last video, how to build 15 tips to build self-esteem. I appreciated everyone that stayed in touch with me during those 2 years that found me on Twitter and Facebook and communicated with me of how the video benefited you. So I had to come back with something else. This post was originally going to be for New Year's of 2015. It was going to be 10 tips, but we're already 7 months into the year. So I decided to increase it to 15 tips, and I'm going to call it 15 steps to be more productive. And you could apply this to any part of your life at any time. All right, so let's get started. The first tip or the first step to become more productive is to let go of the past. Recognize that you cannot change the past. It is what it is and accept it. Clearly identify the person you are today. And that person is much wiser than the old you. Make amends with the fact that the choice is what you thought was the best at that time. You are not perfect, so forgive yourself and move on. Determine if you were in a particular situation like that again, how would you handle it today? The second step, set short and long term goals, then follow them through. Your time is the one commodity you cannot get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So be stingy and wise with it. Set short and long term goals and break them down into doable steps. If it's a career related, you should have a detailed plan of how you will network and acquire the needed credentials to succeed. If it's improving personal relationships, you should have a clear picture of what results you want and follow them through. Even if you don't get the desired results, the fact that you follow through will leave you with no regrets and the wisdom should you try it again. If it's personal gratification, such as completing a home project, you should set a timeline and start completion dates to stay on track. If it's to get in shape, become financially independent, or debt free, it all begins with an end result in mind, a goal, a desired time frame, and steps to get there. Once again, even if you fail, the fact that you followed through will leave you with no regrets and the wisdom should you try it again, or the ability to counsel others with your expertise. Third step, distinguish between friends, enemies, and frenemies. Take assessment of the previous year or years and your experiences with the persons you identify as a frenemy by four more things. Whenever something good happens to you, they either make a counter negative comment, announce something that happened to them that either matches or tops yours, or they don't comment at all. But their face usually shows exactly how they feel about you. They make backhanded comments about you. When a crowd is around, they try to upstage or humiliate you. Whatever conversations you have about someone in particular that isn't flattering, they always tell the other person, but exclude any comments that they've made about that person, and you find yourself in a heated situation that results in destroyed friendships. So I just wanted to add that in case you needed a pointer on how to identify a frenemy. And they're also psychic vampires. This person you may think is your friend, but for some reason, every time they come around, you become drained. Your whole interaction with them is always about their needs and their wants, and everything that they need and want is always time sensitive. And you find yourself not getting the things done that you need to get done. Fourth, be your own motivation. It's great having someone that motivates, inspires, or reassures us. But what if you find yourself with no one to do so? And if we do have such a person, if they have that power to exalt our self-esteem and our worth, they also wield the power to take it away. It's vital that you're your own source of power. Like it says in Proverbs 23, verse 7, for as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not as a man thinks of who you are, so are you. Meaning, your heaven or your hell is determined by your habitual state of mind. So even in the face of negativity, we must always say positive things to ourselves to undo and offset the impact. You must motivate yourself by always focusing on your past and most recent accomplishments, be it big or small. You have to tell yourself that with this new year comes a new, better, stronger, and omnipotent you. And your past failures were divine experiences to test, strengthen, and prepare you to achieve and appreciate your greater destiny. If you do not make this step a part of your mental diet, you will always crumble in the face of extreme difficulties. 5, live with conviction and purpose. Wake up with the excitement first thing in the morning. Look at your reflection and claim the tone for the day. Say things like, wow, what an awesome day ahead of us. If you're spiritual or religious, you can simply say, thank you, God, for another opportunity to make the most of this time you've given me. To live with conviction and purpose, you have to have something very dear to you that you want to experience or achieve, as if your life depended on it. Be it right or wrong, it has to be something to you that you would die if it doesn't actualize. That's what gives you conviction. Moving along. Okay, so the next 5 tips that I'm going to go through was inspired by an article that I read by a young woman by the name of Cami Pham. Uh, I just took some of what she wrote in her 7 steps and I just either expanded on it or personalized it. So, number 6, stop putting in so many hours at work. In 1926, Henry Ford of Ford Motors conducted an experiment on a 40-hour work week. And what he found that a decrease in your working daily hours from 10 to 8 or shortening your work week from 6 to 5 actually increased productivity. The more you work, the less productive you are. According to the Pareto principle, a scheduled overtime effect on construction project that was done at the Business Roundtable in the 80s, 20% of the effort produces 80% results. So always remember that 20-80 rule. 20% effort, 80% results. Don't say yes too often, which is number 7 I'm moving on to, especially to everyone or anything or everything. View your time as a delicious lemon meringue pie. If you gave a slice to everyone that asked, eventually there'll be nothing left for you. Stop saying yes, especially to tasks that bring low or no results. It's like spending time, money, and energy dating someone that already knows in their mind that they're stringing you along. The difference between successful people and very unsuccessful people is that the successful people say no to almost everything. And that's a quote from Warren Buffett. Number 8, stop doing everything yourself and start letting people help you. No single person is an island. There are few people that are one-man shows that are effective and exact. When you try to do everything yourself, you eventually burn out and produce unsatisfactory results. I'll say a good example was I had gone to a film festival a while back in Manhattan. There was this film that came up. The visual was great, but the audio was pretty bad. And the music, the score didn't fit the tone of the movie. So as the credits roll, I noticed the same person that directed the film also produced it. They did the score. They did everything. And I said to myself, I wonder how much better this movie would have been. Actually, this film shoulda, woulda, coulda been had he saved up and hired people with more expertise than him in those areas. Number 9, stop being a perfectionist. Dr. Simon Sherry, a Dalhousie University psychology professor who conducted a study on perfectionism and productivity, found a strong connection between increased perfectionism and decreased productivity. So this totally contradicts a lot of what we are conditioned to believe as kids. Here are some problems associated with being a perfectionist. They spend more time than required on a task. They procrastinate and wait for the perfect moment in business. If it is the perfect moment, you are too late. They miss the big picture while being too focused on small things. Overall, the more perfectionist the professor, the less productive they are. Number 10, enjoy some alone time. Alone time is good for the brain and spirit. According to The Power of Lonely, an article in the Boston Globe, one ongoing Harvard study indicates that people form a more lasting and accurate memory if they believe they're experiencing something alone. Another indicates that a certain amount of solitude can make a person more capable of empathy towards others. And while no one would dispute that too much isolation early in life can be unhealthy, a certain amount of solitude has been shown to help teenagers improve their moods and earn good grades in school. So thank you, Cami fam. Moving on to number 11, stop waiting for perfect conditions to take action. If you wait for the perfect circumstances to take action, you will miss out on some of the best opportunities. For instance, guys, I'm sure you've been at a bar sometime and you'll see that hot girl that's actually making eye contact with you. Problem is she's with her friends. And you wait around all night, waiting for that one moment where she's alone and you could approach her and try to create some chemistry. But guess what? Before you know it, she's leaving and she turns back and give you that one last stare to let you know that, hey, you missed your chance, buddy. Point is, sometimes that opportunity never comes. You just have to strike when the iron is hot. And that means sometime it means taking that risk, or you'll miss the opportunity. Moving along to step 12, eliminate clutter from your life. According to Dr. Sherry Ball Carter, a psychologist, an article published in psychologytoday.com, clutter bombards our mind with excessive stimuli, visual, tactical, causing our senses to work overtime on stimuli that aren't necessary or important. Clutter distracts us by drawing our attention away from what we should be focusing on. Clutter makes it more difficult to relax. Clutter makes us feel anxious because we're never sure what it's going to take us to get through this pile. Clutter creates feelings of guilt. I should be more organized and embarrassment, especially when others come by our place where we're staying. Clutter inhibits creativity and productivity by invading the open spaces that allow most of us to think and brainstorm and problem solve. Clutter frustrates us by preventing us from locating things that we need quickly. So eliminate clutter, number 12. Moving along to number 13. Don't get stuck watching TV. Remember, those people you're so interested in and keeping up with are living their lives to the fullest potential while your precious time, energy, ideas, and youth are passing you by. TV can also give us a superficial and or stereotypical ideas about other ethnic groups, religions, genders, and lifestyles that are simply different from ours. Furthermore, it's good to know what's going on in the world with current events, but often the news only tells us what's wrong or bad in the world, creating a very paranoid, distrustful, and negative view of the world. So reduce the amount of TV that you consume if you're one of those people that just watch a little too much, and be mindful of what you allow into your mind, what you allow your eyes to see and your ears to hear. Number 14, get plenty of rest. A stronger immune system, better sex life, chronic pain reduction, better mood, weight control, memory improvement, clearer thinking are a few of the many benefits of getting adequate amounts of rest, according to WebMD.com. 15, the last one. Excuse me. Diet and exercise. Why are staying active and eating well so important? Because the results are amazing. A healthy heart, regular physical activity and healthy diet can lower your blood pressure and cholesterol levels and can reduce the risk of illness such as type 2 diabetes or heart disease. Strong bones. Exercise combined with fat-free or low-fat dairy products and other foods rich in calcium is necessary to build strong, healthy bones and can help slow the bone loss associated with getting old. Slow down bone loss associated with getting old. A sense of well-being. Being in good shape can give you more energy, reduce anxiety, depression, improve self-esteem, and help you better manage stress. A good social life. Staying active is a great way to have fun, make new friends, and spend quality time with family. Looking and feeling better. When you look better and you're in shape and you're eating right and staying active, it helps you to tone muscles and improve your posture. Both moving more and eating healthy are important to maintaining a healthy weight. And that's from the Office of the President's Council of Fitness and Sports Nutrition. So thank you all for tuning into this. I hope you got something. I hope you were able to take something from this that you could apply to your personal life or share it with someone. And this is my site, of course, MDE TV, which I specialize more in entertainment and education. But I do have another YouTube page. It's called Mouthy Mitch. And on that page, I deal with news and money matters. Why I deal with news and money matters is because, once again, for all of you that do know me, my major is in business in college, and I teach business at a few colleges, about 3 colleges in New York City. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Mitch Holmes 3, and that's the Roman numeral. So that's twitter.com/Mitch Holmes 3. Also, be on the lookout for the book I'm about to self-publish and also distribute through Amazon, Words Over Matter. It'll be a full book with different exercises, an entire philosophy for those people out there, of those of you out there who just want to have a higher quality of life, not only externally but internally. It'll be called Words Over Matter. It'll be in a soft cover format. Also, there'll be an audio book. And once the site is up, I will keep you posted. Once again, thank you.